So let's beat up on the rich. How does that sound, you dirty liberals, you? Alternet had an article about some of the most ridiculous and douchiest items that the mega rich indulge in. So let's go through a couple here. How about this one? Try this on for size. The Powder Room restaurant in Los Angeles is selling a milkshake for $500. $500 milkshake. For your money, you get, quote, special stuff, edible gold. Who wants to eat gold? And wouldn't you get heavy metal poisoning? There's no way that's actual gold. Belgian chocolate and a crystal ring. Yeah, here's my idea of a good milkshake. One that doesn't cost $500. $5 is too much for a goddamn milkshake. Now, look, if you think this is bad, we are just getting started. And by the way, I can see, there's plenty of people who have $500 that they're willing to spend on whatever the fuck they want to spend it on. I'm not saying you ban expensive milkshakes. Buy them if you want to. I'm just saying it's kind of douchey. But that's not even the worst one. In fact, that's the least bad one. Let's continue. If you're hungry along with that milkshake, the Fleur de Lis restaurant in Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay has a $5,000 burger. And it's not even a cheeseburger, it's a hamburger. For Christ's sake, at least throw on some mozzarella or some American if you're going to charge somebody $5,000. But don't worry, because you get your money's worth because it comes with a bottle of wine with it. Oh, a bottle of wine with the burger, then I could see $5,000. And it has truffle sauce. Truffle sauce. Yet again, I think if you're spending more than $15 on a burger, you might have made a horrendous mistake. But just getting warmed up, there's another restaurant in New York. It's a Wall Street hangout, so you can realize how bad this is going to be, called Nello. And we actually covered this story on the show before, but $95,000 truffle. $95,000 truffle. Now, you're probably thinking, well, yeah, that's expensive and that's absurd, but don't worry, because nobody bought it. What are you, crazy? $95,000 on a fucking truffle? Is anybody that insane? They sold one to a Russian billionaire oligarch. Now, of course, the flip side of that is, if anybody in the world can afford it, it's a Russian billionaire oligarch. I forget the exact number this guy is worth. I think it's about $17 billion. So that's such a tiny percentage of his paycheck, but it's still, think about all that money could have done. That money puts you in like the top 5% of income earners in the U.S. for a full year. And somebody spent it on a truffle. How many starving kids can you feed? How many people can you give health care to? It gets worse. How about a bottle of wine? The Le Clos wine shop in Dubai International Airport. It's a 2009 Chateau Margaux. One bottle of wine sells for $195,000. You can buy a gorgeous beach house for that amount of money. You can buy a 3,500 square foot condo in Las Vegas. But somebody would spend it on just a bottle of wine. That's wonderful. How about the Henry Graves Super Complication Watch? It's called the most complicated watch on planet Earth. This is fascinating. So how much did it sell for? In 1999, so it was even a while ago. This money would be even worth more now. $11 million. Yes, you heard me right. A watch that actually sold for $11 million. Somebody bought it. Somebody spent $11 million on a fucking watch. Now, I know they say it's the most complicated watch in the world, but unless that watch blows me, has sex with me, cleans my house, cooks my meals, takes out my garbage, and is just my absolute nanny and caretaker from now until the day that I die, that is the only way that the watch would be worth maybe $100,000. But no, it's worth $11 million, and it does none of those things. And as we already discussed, I saved the most grotesque for last here. We talked about this the other week. A painting just sold for $142 million, and it's not even nice looking. quite possibly the biggest waste of money in the history of the planet. Hey, rich people, I have 3 words for you. Tax the rich. Let's go ahead and look, you guys know me, I'm not a communist, I'm not an anarchist, I'm not some uber left-winger, you know, the likes of maybe a Noam Chomsky, who I respect, but I disagree with on many things, or the people in the Zeitgeist movement. I get it. I'm in favor, I'm a social democrat, if you will, which means I agree with something like the Swedish system, the Norwegian system, where you have heavily regulated capitalism and you have a strong social safety net, universal healthcare, universal education, things like that. So look, I'm not wild, I'm not crazy. If you get rich through working hard and we actually live in like a meritocracy, I understand it. But the question is not, should we allow people to get rich or not get rich? The question is, how rich is ridiculous and absurd and should not be allowed, right? At what level do we say, hey, we need to levy a heavy tax here because we got people who are dying from having no health care, we got people who are starving in the street, and your ass just bought an $11 million watch. At some point you have to say taxes need to be there to do the right thing. At some point you need to give equal opportunity to everybody and not have a runaway system with kleptocrats who can buy your political system and basically run everything. At some point we have to say put a stop to this madness. I think that point is now. And even if it just means raising the rates on the top 1% or 0.1%, an extra 10%, even if it means just raising it 5%, we need to do something, because I'll tell you what, the system as it works right now does not work for the many. It only works for the very, very few.